welcome back to Max School Prep TV. Today is the final episode in our 4-part series on the PADSA process. So basically, I'm turning the reins loose and you will officially be able to create a homework and study schedule all on your own. But before we get there, I just want to say that my name is Mackenzie Warren. I'm the founder of Max School Prep, and right now I want to encourage you to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you can stay in the loop. Alrighty, without further delay, it's time. Let's get it. Okay, so let's jump in and now talk about the 4th letter of PADSA, and that S stands for self-discipline. Now, because this was a topic that we went into a lot of detail on during our series about the man in the mirror and the 3 selves, I'm not going to dwell on it too heavily in this video because I'm not trying to repeat myself. However, there are a few things that we need to touch on. I would say that this step of the PADSA process is definitely the most important. If you aren't self-disciplined in terms of actually going through the PADSA process and aren't willing to put in the time up front to get organized, then you're definitely playing with fire, and that's just going to be a disaster waiting to happen. The other way that self-discipline plays into the PADSA process is that you have to stick to your plan of action from the divide and conquer step. Basically, what I'm saying is be a person of your word, especially when it comes to keeping promises to yourself. Whenever you have allotted time in your schedule to complete an assignment, you have to hold yourself accountable and keep your pedal to the metal. You cannot allow yourself to get sidetracked and distracted by time traps. As your own boss, you're responsible for putting pressure on yourself to produce results and get things done without accepting any excuses. This mentality goes for when you're doing reading assignments or when you're working on projects that aren't due for a while. If you've made the commitment to yourself that you're going to work on the assignment a little bit every day, you have to hold yourself to it. You cannot allow yourself to get trapped by this thought process that, oh, the assignment isn't due for a while. Trust me, the deadline will creep up on you before you know it, and you don't want to be left experiencing the wrath of procrastination. We've talked about this before. Nothing good ever comes from that. And with that said, I now want to switch gears and discuss the final letter of PADSA, our final A. And what that last A stands for is affirmation, which is hands down the most fun step of creating a homework schedule. You'll see soon enough that crossing things off of your planner and checking the box on your to-do list are 2 of the most rewarding things ever. I'm telling you, the feelings of satisfaction and accomplishment are indescribable and unparalleled in the most amazing type of way. To be honest with you, you're going to feel so happy with yourself when you've made it through the PADSA process that you cannot help but feel motivated to continue being productive. Another thing about affirmation is that there's no shame in taking breaks. I get it. We aren't robots. We aren't machines. When we're grinding for a long period of time, it's only normal that we stop and take a moment to refuel. So by all means, don't be afraid to stop working for a few minutes here and there to rejuvenate. As long as you aren't going overboard with resting and allowing 5 minutes to turn into 5 hours, then taking a break every once in a while to give your brain a breather can be a really good thing. I say this because it can serve as a form of encouragement, giving you something to look forward to. Basically, you'll be treating yourself as you go for making good progress. On that note, I now would like you to give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it. We've officially made it through all the letters of PADSA. But before I let you go, I now want to leave you with a single pro tip on efficiency. My pro tip has to do with going to bed if you're tired and then waking up early. It's no secret that our school days are long and tiring and take a toll on our mental stamina. That's why if you're tired in the evenings and you find yourself falling asleep or slowing down as you're doing your homework, just stop while you're ahead. I can't tell you how many times I've fallen asleep with my textbooks on me in my room with the light on, and my dad has to come in and say, hey, Mackenzie, go to bed. I try to power through it. I try to continue reading even though my eyelids are getting heavy, and it's not doing me any good. Trust me when I say that being fresh and well-rested will allow you to get your work done more efficiently and at a faster pace versus if you're just gonna try to power through it when you're tired like me when I'm falling asleep with my textbooks on me. So go to bed early or take a power nap, whichever one floats your boat, but don't be afraid to get some rest and then wake back up with a new level of energy. Now, before we wrap up this video, I just want to reiterate that if you faithfully carry out the PADSA process to get yourself organized and you're self-disciplined about using any and every opportunity opportunity to get your work done before indulging in pleasures and the fun stuff, then you can bet your bottom dollar when I say that you're gonna experience increased productivity, you're gonna get more sleep because you're able to go to bed earlier, and you're gonna have more free time to do what you want. And that sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Now what I want you to do is go ahead, give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a beat. Now go start using PADSA so you can kick some butt in the classroom. See you soon. Bye.